Hey everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. Guys, we got a nice amount of comics this week, lots of extras, and actually one of the extras is going to kind of give you guys a little bit of a foreshadow to what's to come next week in the haul. One thing that is going to be coming next week in the haul, Michael had ordered an exclusive that comes out from Midtown Comics. He ordered it about, what, 2 months ago?
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be coming next week as well. So looking forward to that. But beside the point, well, that's all stuff for next week's haul. Let's focus on this week's haul. We got a nice amount of comments. Got lots of stuff to show off and discuss. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to the spotlight of this video, which is the comic books. And this week we have Grim Fairy Tales versus... Oh, news. News-wise, project is fully underway. It was announced on Brooklyn Boys. It was announced on Michael's channel. We will be starting teasers on Comic Frontline, I think. At this point, everybody knows where to find out about the project, so teasers kind of, I feel like, are a little bit too much at this point, because we're teasing something that basically you guys are going to know about if you go on those channels anyway. So what we're probably going to do is not do the teasers, and we're probably just going to wait and just do a full-fledged announcement on Comic Frontline when we're ready. But for right now, we got a lot of really nice stuff that's coming out for the project. I'm really happy. Work is over, so you guys are going to notice that the haul is a day late. The indie review will be a day late. But the good news is Mike and I are both off on Monday. So while the big two reviews might not be up Monday morning, we might be able to shoot it Monday afternoon and have it for you guys on Monday evening. So it'll still be technically on the same day, just at a different time. So look forward to those. So, the books this week now. Grim Fairy Tales vs. Wonderland, issue number 2. Really enjoyed the first issue by Troy Brownfield. Really can't wait to get into this issue. I'm sure, Mike, you could agree with me. This was a really good first issue. So I'm looking forward to the second. Teen Titans issue number 2. The make or break it for me is this issue. This is a selfie cover. We've got Batman Eternal issue number 20 as Batman and Killer Croc team up continues. Batman and Robin, Robin Rises, Part 2. This is issue number 34. Lex Luthor on the cover. Lex Luthor's in this book. Kind of weird, because when I think of Lex Luthor, I think about Superman, and it's like, weird. Sensational Comics present, featuring Wonder Woman, issue number 1. Until David Finch and Meredith Finch take over the regular Wonder Woman title, this will suffice. And it is basically Wonder Woman in the pre-New 52 outfit, so. New 52 Futures End, issue number 16. Moving forward, the really late Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 annual. Now this book is a whopping, this book is a whopping $8. But guys, it is thick. I'm talking super thick. We're talking it has its own spine. So it's a huge book. So you get your bulk for your buck, so to speak. It's a very bulky book. It's gonna take a while for me to actually read this, but the first 2 issues of Turtles in Time has been very. The artwork in the second issue I really didn't like. This is going to be done by Kevin Eastman, so I know I'm going to love this book. However, the first 2 issues of Turtles in Time was really... So, hopefully Turtles in Time will pick up, but this is basically the setup for Turtles in Time. Daredevil issue number 7, continuing Original Sin. Infinite Crisis, Fight for the Multiverse, issue number 2. I'm really glad I jumped into this. Speaking of the multiverse, Multiversity issue number 1. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Nova issue number 20. I was thinking about dropping Supergirl, but because it's connected to Superman Doomed, I decided to grab Supergirl issue number 34 because, yeah, it's a chapter in Superman Doomed, so why not? I know Mike's happy about this, and so am I. Robin Hood issue number 1. Finally. The ongoing series begins, and Grim Fairy Tales 101 begins a new beginnings for the Grim Fairy Tales line. This is your perfect jumping on, everybody. I would recommend jumping onto this book. We did read this book digitally already, and I highly recommend you guys check this out. It actually says launch, so there's a launch title right here. Really good. Michael's books, Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 34. Pandora. Issue number 14. Scribblenauts Unmasked, issue number 8. I think there's one more to go. Magneto, issue number 8. I believe this is going to start setting up for Axis. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. I believe this is the final issue.
Yeah, that is the final issue.
And all new X Factor issue number 12. that's it for the comics. Now, first, this week, from Japan, we actually did end up getting the Silver Ranger Gokaiger Morpher. Because we have the Gokaiger regular Morpher, we figured why not grab the Silver Ranger Morpher. It comes with a silver key. I'll be doing a review of this alongside the Mulvirate now that I have more time, now that the summer schedule's over and we're going back to a regular schedule. And I have a week off also to boot. There'll be more time to do reviews, so look forward to a review of this. Also this week, I don't want to spoil the games yet, so I'll do this. We actually ended up getting a PlayStation 4 system. Now, connecting it was a bit of a problem. We actually have to wait for a box to come. We need a converter because the HDMI cable doesn't work with our TV or DVD player because apparently HDMI became a big deal the past 3 years, and my TV is at least 3 or 4 years old, and my DVD VCR combo is older. So we had to buy a converter that basically you hook the HDMI up to the box, and then the box has the 3 colored cords, the yellow, white, and red, and you basically hook those in instead of the HDMI cable, and it works the same way. So we have to wait for the converter, but it should be here by Monday. So we can't hook the system completely up yet, but when we can, or when we do, we'll be able to set up. Game-wise, for PlayStation 3, I got Far Cry 3 to prepare for Far Cry 4, which is coming out, I believe, in November. We got Watch Dogs for the PlayStation 4. It actually was a Amazon bundle, and it was on sale, actually. Plus, I actually had a gift card for Amazon also, so it was a sale item plus an extra $50 off, so I grabbed... No, wait, you got this. The sale item was for the other... Sorry. Yeah. So Mike got the bundle for this. What I'm talking about is what you guys are going to be seeing next week and what this is going to spoil. We also got Tomb Raider the Definitive Edition for the Xbox One. The Xbox One was on sale, and I got $50 off on top of that. And it comes with it's coming with the Kinect. That's what I meant, not the game. My mistake. So that's it for the extras, but really looking forward to getting Xbox One. That should be coming in the beginning of next week, but I will mention it again on next week's haul. Looking forward to connecting the PlayStation 4. There will be a review of both, a compare and contrast, once we play Tomb Raider and once we play Watch Dogs. And as we move forward, I don't think we'll do a compare and contrast for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One right away. I think what we're going to do is, because I know we're going to get Xbox One and we're going to go back to Xbox Live. We already are planning to go back to Xbox Live. I don't think we're going to be getting PlayStation Plus right away. So we won't be able to do multiplayer on PlayStation 4 for a little bit. So I think we're going to be saving the PlayStation 4 for the solo games, the ones that don't have that much multiplayer, or something that we're not going to be interested in doing multiplayer. And Xbox One is going to be the system we go to for all of our multiplayer gaming video games, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. We'll see, though. I mean, at some point we are going to probably get PlayStation Plus. So, anyway, now we're in last week's haul. Starting with Hannah Berger. Dishonored is free with Xbox Live Gold this month, just an FYI. Thank you, Hannah, but to be honest, I'm not too keen on getting games like this and getting them as a free download, especially when Xbox Live runs out. Does it stay with the system? Doesn't it? And I'm sure it does, but at the same time, I'm happy having my games on discs more than download. But I do have a few games like Castle Crashers. Mike got a few Sonic games downloaded. Our Nintendo Wii U is becoming a huge game download system now because Nintendo is giving away free downloads all the time when you get to so many coins.
Yeah, we've got a couple on there, yeah.
We also have, oh god, State.
State? What State?
I can't remember.
The games we have on the Wii U?
The zombie one, I can't remember.
Zombie U.
State of Decay.
Oh, that one. Oh.
So, we do have some download games, but when it comes to Dishonored, it's the Game of the Year edition. It has all the additional DLC. I don't know if the Xbox Live one, or the Xbox Gold one, will give you that. So, I'm actually happier with the game, and the game was inexpensive because it's been out for a while. It was, I believe all the games we got last week were 20 and below, so nothing too big. Now we got two more comments. One from Mike T. Hey Chris, good haul. I see that neither of you guys get the Injustice series. No, we don't. I don't know if you guys got some of year one or not, but It's in year 2 now, and I have to say it's my favorite book every time I get it. Yeah, we did read a little bit of year 1, but to be honest, the series just didn't work for me or Mike. Both Mike and Chris, why do you guys not get this series, or why did you guys stop? I just answered that. We lost interest.
Yeah.
Also, question for Mike. I see you always get the more magic-oriented books for Marvel and DC. What draws you to those books rather than others?
To be honest, it brings like a good story. Like, it's not like, you know, like more vampires or more of like other stuff. It's really like how the story is set and how magic is used, but it's not always dark, really. Sometimes it's good magic,
Yeah.
but it's really just the story-wise.
And are you looking forward to the rumored Guillermo del Toro directed Justice League Dark movie?
I did not hear about that, but now that I've heard, I'm looking forward to it.
Now, last comment, Nick, Great Hall, Chris. First, what is your view on the definite return of the original Savage Dragon for issue 200 of the series? Really cool. Second, what do you think of Peter J. Tomasi taking over Charles Soule's Superman Wonder Woman at issue 13? Not too confident anymore because I really was on there for Tony S. Daniel. Third, are you guys getting the Lego variant covers in November? Yes, we did mention that on the live show. Fourth, what do you think of the first villains for Superman and Wonder Woman to fight in issue 13 of the series being Atomic Skull and Major Disaster? Again, it depends how it's written, to be quite honest, Nick. And now we're in the indie reviews. One comment, Nick, a great indie review, guys. First, has Witchblade been part of a crossover in Top Cow or Image Comics? Yes, Image United. She was there was a huge crossover with her and Darkness and Artifacts. And I'm sure there were more, I just don't know. Those were the only ones I read. Minus Image United, because when I started reading Image, it was already the series kind of just like has been on hiatus. Second, when did you guys start reading Witchblade? I read Witchblade for a while, Nick, before I did reviews. Then I stopped reading it, and recently I decided to start reading it again because I wanted to give it a try again, and I'm really enjoying it. Third, what is the worst title for Image Comics? I have no clue, Nick, to be honest. If I don't like the book, I won't be reading it, so I can't tell you guys what the worst book is. I think they're all special in their own way, honestly. Fourth, for both of you, what are your guys' favorite series from Zenescope Entertainment? I love the Godstorm series, the miniseries. I love Grim Fairy Tales. Robin Hood is going to be a really awesome ongoing. I know you're going to say that. What else?
But there's more.
Say?
Well, there's Robin Hood. There's Hellsing. The New Inferno that came out.
That's a miniseries.
Yeah.
These are all miniseries.
As well as Wonderland.
Wonderland's an ongoing.
And
I honestly enjoy everything from Zenescope, but my favorites are the main series and anything that's Godstorm related.
yeah, and also that other book.
Masumi?
The one that just came out.
Masumi with the woman.
No, not Masumi. The one that's a 12-issue series.
Realm War.
Realm War. Thank you. Wow, how did I forget that? Wow.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you, Nick. We love everything from Zenescope. With Charm starting up again, though, I think that's going to be a book that we're going to have to see if we're going to get into. I think Mike's going to try it. That's going to be based off the TV series Charmed.
Oh, yeah.
Charmed is coming back. But because Patrick Shan's writing it, you're damn right we're going to check it out. So there's no way we're not. Going into DC Comics now, Mike T. Awesome review, you guys. I picked up Smallville and it was awesome. Might stick with the series. Awesome. As well as picked up Earth 2. Loved it. Looking forward to the multiverse stuff. What are your thoughts on what we will see next month with Batman and Superman 5 years later? I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to it, Mike. I would definitely say any title that you're interested in, like I told you on Facebook, I would absolutely say give it a shot. They're all one-shots. Also a question about the story arcs such as Super Doom. Why don't we see any ramifications of those stories in other books? Because the story, well, that's a good question to be honest, but at the same time everybody can't wait for it to be over. So if that doesn't tell you something, like Super Doom is affecting the whole planet, but besides the Super Doom tie-ins, we see no reactions or ramifications to it. We might see ramifications later on down the road, Mike, especially in the books that it's taking place in, especially in Superman Wonder Woman. But to be quite honest, the story was not bad, not good. It was interesting, and when that happens, a lot of times people just ignore what happened. Nick, another great review, guys. First, did you know that Bane is returning to Batman Eternal number 31? Yes, I did hear about that. Second, in Batman Beyond Universe, will we ever find out what happened to the Mad Hatter? I have no clue, Nick, or any for any of those characters. Third, where is Larfleeze? In space somewhere. Fourth, what Lantern Corps should get a series next? Blue. Especially because
Yes.
Saint Walker will probably be the one that brings the Blue Lanterns back, and we actually got to see Saint Walker on the God Hand cover, or the Big Splash. So maybe he'll be taking up the Blue Lantern ring again, which will be awesome. So I would definitely say Blue Lantern. We're now in Marvel. WTF nerds, dig the podcast and review. Threw you a sub. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'm really glad you're enjoying what you're seeing and hearing. Dog and Howlet, aka Chris. Wolverine is a good book. Can't wait for those Death of Wolverine variants. Mike T. Wolverine 3 Months to Die has been really good so far, and Death of Wolverine is a book/event I am very much looking forward to. My question is for both of you guys. Do you think Logan will actually die and see his dead body, or will we see something like Chris was saying with the Green Lanterns and Kyle might have the wrong guy? Chris corrected me if I'm wrong. Chris correct me if I'm wrong. Where he died, but we never see a body. I don't know, Mike. My opinion is, especially with Marvel, death is temporary, especially in the regular universe.
But let's not forget he doesn't have the healing factor. So
right, so we don't know what's going to happen.
It could be any way.
Longer than Dick Grayson. Hopefully he'll be gone longer than Dick Grayson, but hopefully shorter than the Flash was dead for that one time. Barry Allen being dead for almost a good 20 years. I agree. How long do you guys expect Marvel to keep their moneymaker on the sidelines? Not too long, especially when the next X-Men movie comes out, X-Men Apocalypse. I'm sure by then Wolverine will be back, and the X-Men will be back to status quo. Nick, why does Marvel have digital first series? That's a good question, but I have no clue, Nick. I really don't read them. Oh, why doesn't Marvel have digital first series? They technically do. The Marvel Infinite series, which is actually strictly digital. The bridge between the Volume 1 and Volume 2, or the past two volumes of Daredevil, were Infinite comics, which they just printed out now, Nick. I would definitely say check it out. They do have Marvel Infinite books. I have Disney Infinity on my mind. Second, did you know that Rick Jones returned in Hulk number 5? No, because I don't read Hulk. Third, where is Tiger during the whole Manipur Dragon thing? I have no clue, but it would be interesting to see if we finally get to see her again. Fourth, for Mike, did you know that Warren Ellis and Garth Ennis have written issues of The Punisher in the past before Rick Remender and Greg Rucka wrote it?
Yes, I do know about that from the past Punisher
You have trade
comics.
paperbacks of it.
Yeah.
And that's it for the comments, guys. Thank you guys so much for your comments. Love them. Please feel free to leave comments below, and I will answer them, as always, on the weekly comic book haul. Guys, we've got a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. I'm off this next week, so there's a lot of stuff coming. We got lots of games that we're going to be doing all around. Got the PlayStation 4 to hook up. Look forward to a review of PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and then a competitive or a versus review towards the end of the year. I want to play a few games on both systems, get a feel for both systems, the goods, the bads, everything. We might actually even get PlayStation Plus for a year to compare the, because you gotta get Xbox Plus to play on the internet now with other people, the multiplayer stuff, and you have to have Xbox Live also to have what do you call it, the multiplayer, the Xbox Live multiplayer stuff. So we'll try them both out. We'll compare both of them. PlayStation Plus we might wait a little while for, though, whereas Xbox Live we can get now because we have the Xbox 360, and I would like to get a little bit of gaming. I'd like to get back on the game system a bit, but we will have a compare and contrast. I'm sure Mike will help me out after we play a few games, after we get used to the multiplayer online, etc., etc. Look forward to reviews all around. On Frontline also, we have Loot Crate that came up. We did the ALS challenge, which will be on Frontline as well. or on this channel. I haven't decided which channel. Most likely it's going to be on Comic Frontline because it's everybody doing it. So we'll have to go check that video out. It was hilarious though.
Yeah,
And
and
until
awesome
next time-
too.
And also, speaking of which, don't forget to check out Comic Frontline, Comic Related, and Zone4Podcast.com. We are your #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole lot more. And look forward to just a lot of stuff with this week off. I got lots of videos that we're going to be attempting to do, and let's hope we can execute this time, especially now that things are back to normal. So until then, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys in the next video.